Good morning. First day of summer. It's June 21st, 6:21 a.m. 2022. Summertime is here. I don't like summer. It's too hot. I don't like winter. It's too cold. I don't like spring. Too many tornadoes. I'm sure there's a reason why I don't like fall either. Mother Nature sucks. Except for the Mother Nature that's stationed in Hawaii and maybe the Florida Keys. That Mother Nature is pretty cool. All right, anyway. First day of summer, and we started producing power on the solar panels at 6 a.m., 35 measly watts. We're going to go over how much they produced the last third of spring, which is all I've had them hooked up, 25 days. And I'm going to do this video, I plan on it anyway, every season. We're going to talk about what they do every spring, every summer, every fall. I'm not going to do a monthly video. I'll just do one every once in a while if I feel like it though. But anyway, let's take a look here. That's what we've done so far. Look at yesterday. Yesterday was a really good day. We did 51.28 kilowatt hours. We have 22 panels. And if you look here, we can look at the week, which I don't like this graph. I like the graph on the app better. You know, the month, this is better. It tells day by day. Like for instance, the best day so far, 53 kilowatt hours on June 4th. But anyway, here's an Excel file I made. Right here. Okay, I zoomed in so y'all can see, you know, without all that dead space. Yesterday, June 20th, 2022, 25 days. This is all in spring. 1,064 kilowatt hours right there. And now here's what we were promised. We were promised 35.7 a day. And here's what we're averaging, 42.6 a day. But we have not dealt with winter yet. I have no idea if this is good or not, and I won't know for many months. We were promised 13,024 a year, which is simply 35.7 times 365. And we're right now averaging, if we keep this pace, which we won't, winter, 15,534 kilowatt hours. Percent of what we were promised, 119%. Percent of kilowatt hours used last year, 124%. Now we were promised 105% over what we used last year. And I put this mainly for y'all's benefit because I'm afraid some of y'all were thinking this has something to do with what we used last year. This is what we were promised, and we were promised 105%. This is how much we actually used over last year. And last year we used 12,559 kilowatt hours. So if we keep on this pace, which we won't, then we'd be 124% above that, which would be phenomenal, but it ain't gonna happen. And right here, just a place for notes, last day of spring. All right, so that's what we're doing so far, 42.6 kilowatt hours per day. But man, we've used a lot of energy. Our air conditioner has been running 9-10 hours a day, and we keep it higher than most. We keep it in the mid 70s. So, and they're still running 9 to 10 hours a day. It's been 100, 102 every single day, 99. And the last 2 days has only been 93. You know, but we have a lot of humidity in Arkansas. 93 here usually feels like 100. Of course, feels like has nothing to do with solar panels. They don't know anything about the heat index. It don't affect them one way or another. Here is a page I made last night for my Excel file. I have the production page now and the monthly page. And this will show, of course, the months up here, the number of days in the month, and how many days that month we hit 0 to 9 kilowatt hours produced, 10 to 19, in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. And I try to make these up here kind of a gray color and these down here more of a blue color in case it's a nice, you know, sunny day versus a grayish, cloudy day. I saw no need in putting a bunch of zeros in here. I thought it might look cluttered up. If it doesn't hit anything, I'm probably just going to leave it blank. But as you see, we only had 4 days in May. And I only did the full days. If you look here, I've always asked myself, should I have really done this? I included that very first day, which only had a few hours of sunshine, and we did a measly 11. But I did just because it'd be easier. If not, every time I put a number in here, I would have to subtract 11. You know, I got to remember to quit saying I say way too much, and I try to keep from saying here. I mean, it's just a nervous tick people say, I guess, when they're trying to search for the next thought. Some of your lesser politicians have tics like this, where they use certain words when they're trying to gather their next thought. But I can see how it'd be really annoying to y'all. The last few videos, I've cut out me saying, edited it out. I don't know how many times. One video, a short video, I must have said it 6 or 7 times. I'll be like, and then in the editing process, I'd have to clip it and cut it out. So here's what we did last month. 4 full days. 3 of those days, 75% were 40 to 49 kilowatt hours used, and 1 day was over 50. So far this month, with 20 days gone, we've had 4 days less than 30, which is really surprising. That's 20%. 3 days in the 30s, 15%. 6 days in the 40s, and 7 days in the 50s. And I'm probably going to make another graph here for the seasons. The thing is, I don't want to include the spring because it's only part of the season. But I think this graph here might come in handy as far as me looking and seeing how I did each month, breaking it down. Just thought y'all might like to see that. But as you see here, we have 22 solar panels. I would have loved to put 3 more right here on top of these. Just, go ahead and pay for them just to make sure we had enough, because by law, our power company has to buy back any that we produce, that we put back in the grid. They have to buy it at the retail rate. But the city will not approve anything more than 105% of what you used last year. But Ag Solar claimed, and he was a salesman. Salesmen will tell the truth if they're one of the few honorable salesmen, or if it will help their cause, they will still tell the truth. The only thing is, if it don't help their cause, a lot of salesmen will, you gotta watch them. But anyway, don't know if he was telling the truth or not, but here's what he said. He said they always underestimate what they will produce when they give the plans to the city. So we should get more than 105%. He also said that because our roof faces the south, which I think is true, with very few trees, this tree right here don't affect at all, it'll produce more. But here's something he didn't say that I figured out. These windows right here, they were put in last year, and Ag Solar had to know how many kilowatt hours we used last year so they could calculate 105%, so how many solar panels to put up. And the numbers we gave them was about 8 months out of 12, 7 months out of 12, or 8 months out of 12 with the old windows. So with these new windows, we should get better insulation. We should have used less kilowatt hours. So because of the fact of the windows, new windows, and the fact this faces south without much blockage at all, without any, and the fact that allegedly they always underestimate what they will do anyway, if that's true, excuse me, then we will get better than 105%. Who knows? I have no idea. Here's what the house used to look like. Except I had big black shutters right here. By the time we took this picture, they'd already been taken down. The fake shutters. That's what it used to look like. And here's what it looks like now. We're on pace to do 15,500 kilowatt hours. 2,500 more than we need. Yeah, right. Hey, if y'all have experience with solar panels, considering what time of year it is, May 27th to June 20th, is this 119% over right now enough? Man, I don't know if it's going to be or not. Of course, summer's coming up. Maybe we can get, by the time fall gets here, we can get to 125, 126%, 130% what we were promised. Maybe. But y'all enjoyed the longest day of the year today. Starting tomorrow, the days start shrinking as far as amount of sunshine. That's about all. Have a great day. Subscribe, comment. But if you comment, do not be a blatherskite. I'm guilty of that all the time. I called my grandson a blatherskite once, and when he was about 6, 7 years old, his older sister just laughed and laughed, She started calling him a blatherskite, and she had no idea what it meant. When I told her it meant someone that talks at great length without making much sense, then she really thought it was funny. That's me. I'm a blatherskite. I know. I'm guilty. Another great word that we need to bring back. You have a great day. See ya.